Okay, food tubers, a zero-fat, gorgeous, amazing salad dressing. And if it sounds too good to be true, then let me show you how to do it. But before we do this, let's just have a comparison. French dressing. If I had a pint of French dressing, okay, we're talking well over 3,000 calories. This dressing that we're gonna do, 300 calories. And everything that's going into it is really super healthy and gorgeous. So we're gonna put 500 grams of organic, fat-free yogurt in there. Go in with a good pinch of salt, a pinch of pepper, 2 teaspoons of English mustard. I'm going to go in with some nice herbs, pull the stalks off. That's green and purple basil, but you could go cilantro or coriander. I'm going to go in with a little garlic. Now, this dressing will last as long as the date on your packet of yogurt, okay? So it normally has a week or a bit more on it. The minute you put garlic into it, it just kind of goes off sort of quite quickly. So I'd only have it for a couple of days. If you want to have it for longer, just don't put the garlic in. And then you could have some cayenne pepper or a little chili. And then I've got some nice vinegar here, some cider vinegar, some white wine vinegar, or even some lemon juice. So I'm going to go in with about 2 tablespoons of vinegar, or the equivalent in lemon juice. If you are going to use lemon juice, remember you've also got zest on your side as well. So you can choose either vinegar or lemon juice, or have a little bit of both, okay? So I'm simply going to whiz this up. Oh, that's good. Oh, that is good. That, my friends, can go in the fridge. Let's just dress a little bit of salad. You can see it's got that lovely colour of the basil. I love dressings. I love French dressings. I love olive oil. God, you know I love olive oil. But you know, it's nice to have a trick up your sleeve for zero fat that happens to be healthy and gorgeous. God bless you. We're going to do a beautiful version of a Waldorf salad, okay? This is a classic salad from the Waldorf Hotel in New York. I'm still going to honour and respect the sort of basis of the salad, but I want to take it on a bit. I want to express myself with roasted grapes, that healthy dressing. I absolutely love it. As a starter, as a side salad, amazing with a roast chicken and roast potatoes. First up, the classic part has to be the grapes. So get yourself some lovely grapes. So salt and pepper, olive oil, and a little squeeze of lemon juice. So dress it like a little salad. The original recipe had beautiful fresh grapes. I want to get caramelization, sweetness. I want to get another vibe going on. Dress the grapes in that seasoning. This is in the wood oven, about 180 degrees for about 5 to 10 minutes. See how it's starting to just shrivel up and see that little red juice. We're now going to go in my nuts, back in. What I'm going to do next is celery. Peel off the worst of the stringy bits. So I use a speed peeler to do this. Normally people hack this end off and throw it in the bin, but this is like the crown jewels. This is what the Italians go mad for. I'm going to just keep this heart, I'll come back to that, with the stalks here, slice them up, nice and delicate. The heart of the celery is often the part that everyone throws away. Look how beautiful that is, guys. And the flavour is crunchy and fresh and really clean. Finely slice those hearts. Gorgeous. We've got romaine lettuce. Take the first half because it produces gorgeous little cups. Then I'm going to finely slice the middle part. And then I'm going to cut this heart in half just like the celery. I'm going to do this for 4 people. So I'm going to make a nice big salad. Sorry about the noise. It's mating season. I'm at home in Essex. Spring's come, the sun's out. It's like Dr. Doolittle's love parlour around here. Every corner you turn, there is an animal at it. So the original Waldorf salad dressing was mayonnaise based. I'm going to make something with the same vibe, with better flavours, more dynamic flavours. So a couple of tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, twice as much organic yogurt, go a nice teaspoon of English mustard, season it with salt and pepper. It's quite nice with a little squeeze of lemon juice. It's going to be a really nice little dressing. It's a lovely colour. I can hear this stuff going off in here. Those grapes are phenomenal. Look at that. tarragon I've got here. Chop up the tarragon, get it in your dressing, mix up that flavour. In and on top, wonderful. We'll take our grapes off the vine, take some of these nuts as well. Focus in on my nuts, please. And then just crush them with your hands. There's the animals, they're getting excited. I'm getting excited. It's all kicking off here in Essex. And then the golden bit, this juice. It's almost like a natural sort of grape balsamic vinegar. Don't waste any of that. I've got my nice apple, cut it, even thickness. I'm just gonna slice this up the other way into matchsticks. In we go, toss it up. Gorgeous colours, wonderful textures. So I've saved back a couple of these grapes just to put on top. A beautiful, simple reinterpretation of that great classic salad, but with roasted grapes, that healthy dressing. I mean, this isn't all for me, obviously, this is for 4 people, but you know, I'm just gonna hang out and eat my funky little Waldorf salad. That is really good. The roasted grapes gives incredible sweetness, and it works so well with the nuts and the tang of the dressing and the crunch of the apple and the celery. That is a mighty salad. Please, please give that a go. Very exciting. Until next time, take care, guys. Bye. And from all the animals, bye. Hello, you lovely food tubers, Mr. Oliver here. Today we're going to do the ultimate tomato salad. You could fold it through a lovely omelette. You could put it through a risotto. So it all begins with the tomatoes, obviously. You know, the plums and the traditional reds are the more usual fare, but if you look down the farmers markets and good supermarkets, you'll see a whole range of beautifulness. Look at that, look at the colours. So this is a very, very exciting little world. What I want to do is show you how you can get the most flavour out of your tomatoes. You can slice some, which is absolutely lovely. You can also just clank some up into quarters or little eighths like that. Now, once you've sliced up your lovely tomatoes, there is an important ingredient that really makes it the very best it can be, and that's Mr. Salt. So we're going to put them into a bowl. Season from a height, not because we want to look cool, but because we want to get an even seasoning of the salt. Give them a little toss up as you go, and we give them a good seasoning there. Now, immediately, that's gonna really transform that tomato. Sometimes chili flakes, oregano, dried oregano is gorgeous. I'm gonna keep it nice and clean today. I wanna put a little bit of acid in there. Now, you can go vinegar, or you can go lemon juice, whatever you fancy. So I'll put a little lemon in there, and that's just to balance the oil I'm about to put in. Now, I'm using really good extra virgin cold pressed olive oil. You get what you pay for. This is the stuff you don't want to cook with. It's just for finishing. It's absolutely gorgeous. And again, we have a little toss like this. And we just leave this for a couple of minutes. So at that point, we'll think about plating up. So I'm just going to pour that over. Lovely colours, lovely natural juice coming out. What I like to do is when it comes to the basil, you know, try and go for the wrinkly leaves. They're more intense in flavour. I use the bigger leaves for cooking and the smaller leaves for sprinkling. One thing I love just to do now is just a little balsamic, little bombs in and around. Such a lovely combination. And then because it's me, a tiny little fleck of chili. Run my knife down the length. I don't want seeds in this story because it's too intense. And I'm just going to finely slice that chili. Get your chili, and again from a height, we're just going to sprinkle this in and around. Absolutely gorgeous. So there you go, guys, a very, very simple but delicious tomato salad. You'll get mega flavour from that. You could take this or leftovers of this and scrunch it into a pizza, into a pizzetta. You could chop it up and put it on a bruschetta. You could put it with spaghetti. Okay, there's so many things you can do. So take care. Bye. What up, food tubers? Okay, so today we're going to be doing a beautiful super food salad. Yes, you heard it right. Something that fills you up, something that you love, that's delicious, that's super nutritious. That's what a superfood salad means. Loads of great veggies. It's a perfect little salad that we're going to do something exciting, and to do it with me, Jim Chapman's back, everyone.
Hello.
Yes.
That's a nice greeting.
Yeah, great response.
I need you guys at my house just to cheer every time I wake up or something.
Yeah. We have some seasoned boiling water in here. We're going to go in with a nice handful of quinoa. It's going to triple in size, okay? And above it, we're going to put a basic colander. and we're going to steam some greens.
Cool.
First up, a lovely broccoli. So all I'm going to do is slice this up, like so. So are you a salad man, Jim?
Yeah, I love a good salad, actually.
What's your favourite salad thus far?
I'm a big fan of like caramelised things in a salad. If it's just loads of leaves, I struggle through.
Yeah.
I can't be bothered.
Yeah, but think about how happy your bowels would be.
Yeah, my bowels are usually quite happy. I get a very varied diet, lots of greens and lots of fibre in my diet, so my bowels are usually happy. So there you go. Heard it here first.
So in the colander, we have the roots here. This normally ends up in the bin, but it's delicious. I don't want to cook this broccoli too much, just literally take the hardness out of this. So lid on top, steamy, steamy, sweet potato. Don't waste your time peeling it. Most of the nutrition is around the skin. Minimal olive oil, just like a couple of teaspoons in there like that. We want to season it up, a little bit of manpower.
Great. You don't want me then?
Chili. A little bit of salt and pepper goes in there. And then, yeah, well, you could just sort of do that or just thump it like.
Just thump it?
Like, yeah. Nice.
Oh, yeah.
That's good. This is ground coriander. And then just a little pinch of cinnamon. So these go in the oven. I cook them for about 45 minutes. The quinoa's still cooking.
Yep.
So this here, we'll just take that off and we'll let that cool down. Nuts, do you like nuts?
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Brazil nuts.
Okay,
There's a lot of them in there. So,
Brazil nuts and walnuts are particularly good. Do you remember that really lame way you started bashing up the spices? That's the appropriate movement now.
Okay.
Okay, so this quinoa is cooked now. This had about 20 minutes, something like that. I'm just going to drain that. I'll come back to that in a minute. So, fruit, guys. Avocados, really, really nice. Also, pomegranates. I want you to cut that in half. Nice.
Look at that.
Hold it in your hands like that, okay? And then I want you to spank it.
Oh yeah, look at that.
But there you go. Easy enough?
Really easy.
Show them what you've done.
I did that.
So now we're going to do a different technique, my friend. Just squeeze
So now I
the
go
juice.
hard.
So we're going to use the pomegranate juice to make a beautiful dressing. And it's just amazing colour. So we're going to whisk in some lovely olive oil, about equal quantities of olive oil to the pomegranate juice. So whisk away, my darling. We're going to season it with salt, pepper, lovely, lovely lime. Do you know what? I'm going to go with balsamic because it works well with the pomegranates. I'm going to get you to roughly chop that. So it's time to bring it all together, my darling. Cress, you like chili?
I do. I like a subtle heat.
So I'm just going to finely slice this. Chili and coriander goes in. We'll go in with the broccoli. We've got our lovely quinoa that goes in as well. You can pour over your dressing now, Jimbo. Get in there and twiddle your fairy fingers and dress. If you want to use,
Feels great.
If you want to use some of these herbs and stuff like that, you can go in with that, no problem at all. Jim has done
An amazing job with the nuts.
sprinkle half in, dude.
Okay.
That's going to give it some sort of crunch, some sort of smokiness. Feta cheese is one of the most fantastic, subtle sort of seasonings. This is going to be great. This is enough salad here, easily for sort of 4 to 6. And then the lovely hot sweet potatoes. Let's put in most of these. Get yourself a nice big platter.
Middle.
Nice. So I'm just going to put a few of the sweet potatoes around it. Avocado's really, really good, but you don't want to have too much of it. Sprinkle some pomegranate, please. So I've done your little plate here.
Lovely, thank you.
So lovely people, that was the Jim Chapman and Jamie Oliver superfood salad. I hope you like it, and hopefully it tastes good.
Oh my God, it's really good. Honestly, I'm not just saying it because we've bonded now. It's a really good salad. Well done.
Oh, thank you. Hi guys, okay, so we're gonna make the most incredible potato salad. Potato salad is the best, but many of us get them from the supermarkets. I don't think they're very good. So, real deal potato salad. The flavors are phenomenal and the textures as well. And I'm gonna show you them 3 ways, almost like an evolution of this very, very simple salad. Here we have got new potatoes boiling. Always put the new potatoes into boiling water as opposed to cold and bringing them up. This preserves the flavor and the nutrients. So these have been cooking for about 15 minutes. You can sort of tell when they're cooked, when you can get them out and you can just squash them. Lovely. Let's drain these, cut them up into little quarters. If some completely break up and sort of smash into almost like potato snow, that's fine because it'll make your dressing more interesting, so don't be worried about that. gorgeous extra virgin cold pressed olive oil. Season with some salt and pepper, and we're going to go in with some lemon. We don't have to waste the skin. If you've got one of these little fine graters, give it a few little swoops of the lemon skin. No bitterness there at all, just pure flavour. And then the juice going in. Often when you flavour things when they're cold, it just sits on the outside. Because it's hot, you know, whatever you put in now will go in to the actual veggie. So this is beautiful. So with our bowl, we'll give it a nice little toss. And that is your basic salad. Then we're gonna add our flavours. So some chives, parsley, a little bit of mint. We'll roll it up almost like a kind of herby cigar. We'll just finely slice it the best we can. Chives have got that very delicate onion smell, very gentle. This is rock chopping. You can easily do a great job by cross chopping, and that's the simplest, safest way. Just grab your hand flat like that and just go through it into the potatoes right there. We'll have a little taste. Really happy with that. As it is, gorgeous, but we can take it on a little bit, okay? So if you wanted it to be a little creamy, you could just slap a load of mayonnaise in there, but to be honest, mayonnaise is nice, but I prefer really good quality yogurt, and it will give you that creaminess. So 2 or 3 tablespoons of yogurt, and just toss that up. That's perfectly lovely, but I think we could add some flavour to that as well. English mustard for me, a teaspoon is the way to do it. It just gives it a really nice hum. So I'm really happy with that, but there's more we can do. Get 2 or 3 rashers of bacon, smoked, it has to be smoked, and just finely slice the bacon, and in a matter of minutes, you can get them super crispy. So the fat will render out of the bacon, crispy and golden. Get the bacon out and let this cool down. That's gonna give an amazing crunch. And then that fat is just absolutely gagging to have breadcrumbs cooked in it. So crispy bacon bits, crispy breadcrumbs, another level. This is a really, really delicious thing to do. So there are our crispy bacon bits. We'll just sprinkle those over the potato salad. Smokiness, little crunch, little savoury. Breadcrumbs over the top, it should sizzle, and you've got all the lovely flavour from that bacon into breadcrumbs. Delicious. Good flavour, clean, crunchy, soft, so really, really nice. Love this on picnics, barbecues, serving it with roasted meats. So there you go, potato salad 3 ways. Enjoy, cook it, love it, and see you next time. Take care. Hello, you lovely people. Okay, we're gonna do a lovely little lunch, supper, dinner. It's a brilliant way of getting 5 of your 5 fruit and veg a day in one meal. Grilled, blackened, dressed, delicious vegetables in a wrap with couscous, feta cheese. It is gonna melt in your mouth and be delicious. And it's a real pleasure to make. So first up, over here, look at all of that. Colour, 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 that's what it's all about. So just put your veggies on here. Onions, just peeled. Aubergine, peppers, tomatoes, courgettes. Also, I'm gonna put a couple of chilies on here. So we're gonna char these bad boys up. When you kind of caramelize those natural sugars from within all of these, the flavors start to change and become sumptuous. So you're adding smokiness and toastiness. If you're wondering what this thing is I'm cooking it on, by the way, it's a cool little kind of ring, which means you can sort of start a barbecue anywhere. These 2 dudes that I've never met before sent it to me in the post, Richard and Glenn from Clacton. Of course, you could do this in a large frying pan on a high heat, just a dry, non-stick frying pan. Turn them over, you don't have to rush it. These have been going for about 7-8 minutes. Sometimes it might take a little bit longer. We're using couscous here, whole wheat couscous. That trade up from the white couscous to the whole wheat is brilliant because you get more fibre, and that's definitely one of the things that benefits all of us. So I'm just going to cover couscous with about 1 centimetre of boiling water. I'm going to put a pinch of salt in and just put a plate over like that, and that will naturally just fluff up. Another way of getting a huge amount of nutrition is nuts. So I'm using hazelnuts and sunflower seeds, just a little handful of each. A nice teaspoon or a pinch of oregano, great for flavor. A little pinch of cumin, just a little kind of hum of savouriness there. Dried chili, fennel seeds, fantastic. So what I'm doing here is I'm just toasting up these nuts and seeds and spices to wake up those flavors and essential oils, and it's going to make it taste so truly amazing. So I'll put those into a pestle and mortar, now smash them up. The natural oils will come out, and this becomes a wonderful sprinkle that you can put into your salad or into your wrap. We've got a nice mixture of fine and then coarse. Our couscous is done, we don't have to do anything else to that. We've blackened our veggies here. You can feel that that's soft. The tomatoes are gorgeous, look at that, how juicy they are. Peppers, onions, and the chilies. Pull off the skin, get rid of any kind of blackened bits, and if you just kind of run your finger along them, they'll just sort of slide off like that. Same on the peppers, we'll pull out the stalk and the seeds, of course. Some little char bits are absolutely delicious, it's flavour there too. Look at the amount of natural juice that's come out the bottom. Really nice, kind of like a natural dressing. We just hack everything up. Sure, there was an easier way to do this. I made that quite hard for myself. Use a knife and a board. I don't know what I was doing. Look, basically there's nothing technical about this. You just want to hack up the veggies. Look at the colours. Get your veggies in there. Dress it with some nice olive oil, about 2 tablespoons. We'll hit it up with some vinegar. Works really, really well. About a tablespoon, season it. And choose a herb, like mint, really, really good. Tear it up and then mix it up. And you create this beautiful seasoned veg. You know, you could put that with sliced potatoes and sort of do a potato al forno. You could put that underneath fish and roast it. So it's a really fantastic preparation of vegetables. The way to finish this dish is to get a nice little tortilla, straight on the barbie, heat up the tortilla just on one side really. Let's plate this up. We've got our lovely tortilla just heated up, steaming. Beautiful, fluffy couscous. It soaks up all those flavors from this beautiful veg. Greek yogurt here and there. Just a little bit of chili sauce. And then the lovely nut and seed sprinkle. Really, really good. And last but not least, feta. Just a nice little sprinkling. Of course, you can use a knife and fork, but I like to just roll it up and get it in my gob because it's quite messy. Sometimes what happens when I do this is get a tea towel, put it over your head so no one can see you. So I'm getting a bit insecure now, so see you later guys.